Willie, why don't you give us an overview first, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Well, we're very excited about being back. The people from Frisco just really roll out the red carpet when you come to this event. NCAA does a fantastic job. The Southland Conference, who kind of hosts the event as well, does a great job. So it was a lot different road to get here this season than was last year. We started the season off 1-2 and we really kind of had our backs against the wall, but our guys did a good job of focusing on each and every game and the task at hand and getting better and better throughout the season. And so we're just elated to be back here for the national championship and very excited about competing against North Dakota State tomorrow.
It's been fun. I know when Coach Fritz came in, I think the season before we were 5-6 or something like that, and he's done a great job, and he's changed it around. It's been fun. He's a great coach, and I feel like this happened all because of him. He's been good. So.
Coach Fritz always tells us it's fun to go on the road because it's kind of us against the world, and it kind of brings us closer together as a team because you're all staying in the same hotel, you're eating every meal together, you're in your meetings together, you're in your rooms with your buddies, which are your teammates. So it's fun. It's kind of, you got your backs against the wall, and we definitely are battle tested from Arkansas to Washington to Montana. Just right down the road in College Station. So it's been a heck of a year, tough, but I think it's definitely prepared us for what we have coming tomorrow.
Chris?
It's been a great season so far. Texas A&M, that was 87,000 people there. Can't get much louder than that. Can't get much more hostile than that. Pretty much all of it along the way. Playing in Arkansas on a purple and silver field on a 100-degree day, all of it has been very beneficial to us up to this point.
Yeah, I think they've pretty much covered it all. But yeah, like Dave said, we are a tested team. I think this is going to be our 10th game on the road. So I feel like this is going to help us just because we have played so many games on the road. So.
Yeah, like they said, this being the 10th, 11th game on the road, and us winning and being able to produce on the road, I think it just showed that our leadership and our seniors being able to take over and kind of lead the young guys being on the road, being their first time. But I think it's going to play a big role in tomorrow's game. We're used to being on the road, and I'm just ready for the game.
Well, yeah, I do believe we're battle tested. Had a very tough schedule. We knew that going into the year, and I'm not into excuses or those kind of different things, and our players aren't either. We knew what we were getting into, and the guys just did a tremendous job delivering and playing hard each and every week. And so the credit goes to the players and the coaches and the great preparation that they did each and every week. It's hard to do it week after week after week after week after week. Sooner or later, somebody bends or just doesn't give it their best that upcoming week. But our guys really did a good job of stepping up to the challenge.
On this team the last couple of years.
Well, Dax has had an outstanding career at Sam Houston. He's the all-time leading interceptor in school history. Really a great ball hawk. We put a lot of pressure on our secondary. We played a lot of man-to-man coverage. Plus those guys have to get up and be heavily involved in run support, both our safeties and our corners. But Dax has definitely had a great season and great career at Sam Houston. Well, I really think these seniors, they've won a lot of ball games. There's a lot of these guys that have been 3- and 4-year starters at Sam Houston, and a very talented group, a bunch of very good students in that group, a bunch of guys who are really involved with the university. I've said this before. I think a big difference between, FBS and FCS is the accessibility of our student athletes with the community and with the university. And these guys are darn near all the events, not just these 4 guys, but the majority of our team probably know their classmates better than most college athletes. know their classmates, so they've been very easy to work with, and I really think do things right on and off the football field. I'm very demanding in what I want them to accomplish in the classroom and how I want them to behave off the field, and also how we practice. And and I'm very consistent in making sure they do those things right day in and day out. But I've had very, very few problems with these guys, and that's a credit, I think, to the senior leadership that these guys have provided for us.
I would just say that this is a second opportunity, especially to get them the same team twice. Not going to get that very often. A lot of us are very lucky to be in the situation that we're in. Never get a chance to put pads on again after this day, so we're going to leave it out there and see what happens.
Yeah, it's been almost an entire year. I know myself, I struggled a little bit last year in the game. I had some injuries, and I know I've gotten better as a player, but I think we also have gotten better as a team. We learned that we need to be able to be more than just a run offense, and I think we've bettered ourselves in the passing game with the new offense that we're running, the no huddle. It's been a huge change, but then again, it's not really that different because a lot of our offense is the same. We just pass the ball a little bit more, which as an offensive lineman, I know it's a little more fun to pass block than it is to run block. But it's been a heck of an experience, and like Chris said, it's been a wonderful opportunity. We actually get to do what everybody's calling a rematch with the same team, and I think we're a lot better team than we were last year, and we know what we had to work on, and we've done that. And like one of the questions earlier, we've been battle tested with our new offense, and we're excited to see how it turns out tomorrow.
Well, Riley just kind of talked about it a second ago. I think offensively we're throwing the ball better. Last year I was on the sideline 17-6, 7-8 minutes to go in the game. I knew then that we had to improve that area of our offense, and we had to be able to throw the ball when everybody in the stadium knew we were going to throw the ball. So we really made a conscious effort to work on that in the offseason. Hired a coordinator, and we blended what we did well with the option attack and the run game and the play action pass with some of the things that he does very well. Doug Roos, our offense coordinator, he's done an excellent job. And also, we took a chance. I'd never been a no huddle team before. I'd done it in parts and pieces in a game, but I'd never done it for the whole game before. And he convinced me that'd be something that would help us. Early in the season, I was, kind of wasn't quite sure about it after the first few ball games, but we stuck with it, and I think it's been great for us. We've got a lot of veteran players that are back. I think by and large there's a lot of similarities between what we're doing this year and what North Dakota State did last season. But I think in games, championship games, it's going to be very important who starts fast. I think that'll be important. Turnover takeaway is always very, very critical. And then, our motto this season is finish. I believe it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, and whoever plays better in the fourth quarter is going to win the national championship.
Playing on the road, last year we came in, 14-0, playing all the playoff games at home. This year, being on the road in the cold, something we're not really used to down here in Texas. But I say that's been the toughest part, getting back.
I would say the pressure to win. I feel like this year we were more people. They knew we had a good team, so it was like we had to win. So I feel like this year it was more pressure on us as a team just to get back, just because we knew we had so many guys that came back from last year.
Chris?
Kind of like what Darnell said, we're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. We're not just that lonely team just out in the wind. But like he said, it's all about being the hunted or being the hunter, and we're better as hunters, and tomorrow we're going to be hunters.
Riley?
Coach Fritz told us at the beginning of the season that now that we've been recognized, we've played in a national championship game, we have a target on our back. And I think, like what everybody else said, we've had to kind of dig deep and prepare ourselves for the tough year ahead. We know we had a tough schedule, but also we struggled with some injuries, but everybody's pretty tough on the team. Coach Fritz says he likes tough guys, and that's who he's got to play for him. And we're all pretty pumped up and ready to roll.
Coach?
Well, same thing these guys said, just, staying after, week after week and having high expectations coming into this season. But I think our guys have done a good job of kind of putting that on the back burner and just focusing on the task at hand each and every week. I think when you look back too often on past successes or failures, you're doomed to be unsuccessful. So we really worry about the game that we're getting ready to play that upcoming week, and we don't look back very much. As soon as we get done, the game we got done playing, we review the videotape. I tell you guys, hey, we just flush that down the toilet. We're on to the next one. Well, you just have to be very disciplined and sound in what you're doing, offense, defense, the kicking game. We got a lot of respect for North Dakota State. I always believe in the theory that Woody Hayes said many years ago, strong team, strong tendencies. We're going to run a lot of the same things we've been running all year. They're going to do the same things they've done. There's going to be a wrinkle here or there, a trick play here or there. But for the most part, I think both teams have a pretty good idea about what to expect.
I guess that's everybody does it their own way. Everybody prepares for a game a little bit differently, but we're about to go to a walkthrough here in a couple hours, going to eat dinner. We got a team meeting tonight, same schedule as we always have. Go to sleep with a smile on your face, wake up with a bigger one.
We just got to be kept sound. You got to count on the guy next to you to do his responsibility, and he got to count on you to do yours. So, we just got to be kept sound, and, everybody do their job. And if we do that, I think everything will take care of itself.
As far as takeaways, I feel like that's something that Coach Fritz, he preached that every day. And I feel like our team now is a team that we feel like we know if we need to stop, we can do that. So, yeah.
Injuries like
We're in pretty good shape right now. The time off was good for us. We had some guys that were beat up a little bit, and we're a little worried about our offensive line, after the Eastern Washington game. But, for this point in the season, we're in pretty good shape.